Why did the UNSC nuke an entire human city on purpose, wiping out 2 million people in Halo lore? Yes, this is canon. And no, it wasn't because of a flood outbreak. In fact, this was many years before the Covenant found humanity and led to the Spartan program. So let's talk about the story of this great city reduced to ash. This video is supported by Audible. Be sure to grab yourself a free audiobook while you still can, link down in the description. Far Isle stood as a beacon of humanity amidst the vast expanse of the unified Earth government territory. It was a beautiful, inspiring place. However, its history became stained by one of the darkest chapters in Halo lore and human history. In the year 2492, during a period marked by simmering tensions and civil unrest across UEG space, Far Isle became the epicenter of Ground Zero, a nuclear blast, actually several. How in the hell did this happen? What happened between the UEG and the rebellion is pretty much summarized like this. The problem arose from outer colonies being far away and not having strong enough rules, which led to chaos and pirate attacks. The UNSC had to intervene to maintain order, but their tough actions caused even more civil unrest. In fact, being so tough on rebellions and disorder radicalized the insurrectionists, as they started to become known as. This eventually spiraled into a huge civil war of epic proportions between the inner and outer colonies, similar to the American colonies revolting from faraway Britain. Despite the UNSC's attempts to quell this rebellion, their efforts faltered, and it got so bad that a large city, Far Isle, population of 2 million, was the first amongst the colonies to go into a full-scale revolt, completely detaching from the UNSC in their control, wholeheartedly declaring their independence from the UNSC and United Earth government, no longer accepting rules, taxes, protection. They had none of it. This was the first time ever, and it really pissed off the UEG. And I mean, keep in mind that this was actually before any real civil war started, right? This was before the official insurrection began. And there really is no way to rationalize what happened next, what the UNSC did, what the UEG did, faced with this insurmountable challenge of actually having someone else in power of their own place, right? The UNSC made the fateful decision to unleash the destructive power of nuclear weaponry upon a colony via 5 longswords. Now, I really wish there was more details on this. I'm sure the UNSC warned them. The UEG said, hey, if you don't do this, we can't turn back. You need to surrender. You need to submit to our will and power. And of course, I'm sure they said no, because what happened next was 5 longswords flew into the atmosphere and unleashed a massive payload. In Halo Legends episode Origins 2, this is where we actually see some of the visuals of this happening. The UNSC committed to perhaps one of the most horrible war crimes, if not the worst, in human history, even as deadly as the Covenant's glassings, right? Releasing these payloads, a city blooming with life, animals, men, women, and children, many innocent outside of the conflict, right? Just living their lives, were set ablaze. In fact, more than that, they were cratered. A city of 2 million people reduced to ash and rubble, all in the name of independence. And to give context, during World War II, America wiped out 110,000 people at Hiroshima and Nagasaki combined, and that was with rather small, very primitive nuclear weapons. I'm guessing Far Isle received hydrogen bombs or something that was, of course, 500 years in the future more advanced, and something that was so big that it did 20 times more damage than what Japan received, right? Far Isle's destruction was so terribly deadly that there wasn't even survivors to tell the tale of the blast. This city was so destroyed that we can see it was reduced to a mile-deep crater. This event was codenamed Bandersnatch, the aftermath of a devastating radiological or energy-based disaster. But of course, this wasn't quite a disaster as much as it was an attack, as it was submit to our will or we will nuke you kind of take that the UNSC had. From what I can gather, the UNSC never apologized for this. In fact, this event is what led to the creation of the Spartan IIs years later, as the destruction of Far Isle did not end the rebellion but only empowered it. People hated the UNSC. Even after the events of Halo 3 in 2553, for example, there are still rebellions and still war. And I mean, there's so many messed up angles you could look at this. I mean, this certainly changes the perspective someone might have of the UNSC if you just play the games, right? The creators of the Spartans and defenders of humanity, right? It's believed that this was actually the cause of the full-blown galaxy-wide insurrection, whereas before it was just isolated events of rebellion. There was now a full-blown civil war leading up to levels of apocalyptic civil war across spanning the stars, right? And so, yes, what do you guys think? Was the UNSC in the wrong? I hope you might say yes. Let me know what you think, and if you enjoy the Halo lore videos, I really do miss making them. Let me know down in the comment section below, and smash that like button blue, and be sure to check out your free Halo audiobook. Free link right down there in the description. See you guys soon. Peace.